there, you clearly have made it. It's hitting you at once. So you've achieved that dream you want. How does that sit with you? Like, do you need a new one? Are you going to expand and make that dream bigger now?
Oh, yeah. Well, we had a show next week.
Yeah,
and awesome. It was just one time. The next week, I wasn't in the show very much. And I remember Lauren seeing me, like, kind of tricked out. He's like, it happens. You go up, you go down. But then the dream just expanded. I was getting more confident.
Yeah.
The show was gelling. I mean, when we first started there, we come out of the elevators on the Friday night, 11 a.m. There'd be like 2 autograph people there. But by 91 or 92, we had Sandler and Mike came in, and we had, of course, Phil emerged, Jan, and, Chris Rock came. Then we'd come out and it'd be like the Beatles. We were like, the whole show had lifted. And for a while, when Church Chat was on, the rating pop was, they'd never seen something like that, because it was just this thing. It was a thing for a while. Oh, you got to see it, what Church Lady is going to do. And I was just riding that wave. And then, one time I went to do stand-up in New London, Connecticut. I drove myself, a theater. Only time I had it. Tonight, the Church Lady.
Oh.
So I was a little bit, I didn't want to be a one-trick pony.
Right.
Other things came in, Hans and Franz and Wayne's World, and then the political impressions came in as well. And that all worked to a second culmination when I was doing Ross Perot, The President, won the Emmy. There's only a couple people have because it's a weird category. Mm-hmm. Got on the cover of Rolling Stone. Wayne's World was a global hit. And so that was but that first night is what was so memorable because it just unleashed so much emotion and frustration because in retrospect, I was pretty close. I was going to maybe not make it. I was maybe just not going to get the brass ring, especially SNL. I thought if I hadn't made it then, maybe I wouldn't have been in a position. I was lucky that Rosie was there. I was lucky that club was available. There was like a lot of things that fell my way. Right on. And then in the show, a lot of things fell my way. Mike Myers asked me to be part of Wayne's World. Oh, I was assigned George Bush Sr. before he was president. He wins the presidency.
So now it's 4 years of material.
And Lovitz called me to concede before the actual Dukakis called the actual president. You won. Congratulations. You'll be in the cold opening for 4 years. So we both knew what that meant. So it was such overwhelming good fortune and good luck and just having just a lot of fun doing it now.
But also a lot of hard work and failure and you getting better. Like, I mean, it's both. You got to get lucky, but you got to work hard.
Work your ass off. Just do those clubs. Put in these hours and go through all that pain. It's just gritty. SNL's gritty. I mean, it's smelly and there's tape and you've got they're ripping things off you. Comedy Club, the Friday Night Late Show, when they're packed and drunk and you're following this great middle act, you're just like grit and suffering. It really is a lot of failure, mostly failure.
Impressions like George Sr., the president, did you have an impression or did you just have to create that at SNL?
I was terrible. No, I'd never done it before, and I'd never even thought to do it. I was like, hi, I'm George Bush. I had nothing. But then when he won the presidency, it took me a long time. And I was trying to find a hook. I was just watching him. That's how I do it. I don't have any method except watching him. And one night I was with Al Franken, and we're sitting around. It's a bad impression, and I just came up with that guy over there doing that thing he does out in that whole area. It probably wasn't that well formed, but Al really started laughing, and that was the hook in.